Howdy folks, welcome back Johanna.
Hi Matt, thanks for having me.
It's been a while, huh?
Just a second or two.
So I'm sure you've missed standing super still whilst we do a huge lens comparison. You must have. Today we're going to compare 4 different lenses for the Canon EOS R lineup. These are surprisingly different in terms of price and versatility. What we're going to look at though is image quality to help you decide which one is going to best suit your needs. The lenses in this video range from $800 to $3,000, and for many shooters, any of them will do the job. I hope this video will help you determine what suits your needs and your budget. Keeping costs down is important for all of us, especially if you're in business. And if you are shooting for pay or looking to start, check out this epic business bundle that's on sale below. You'll be saving over 95% and helping raise money for charity, but be quick because it's only up for 5 days. So let's go from most expensive, the Giant. This is a 28-70 f2 constant aperture. Then we have a wider zoom, 24-105 f4, so a quarter the amount of light, but a much longer zoom. Then much longer zoom again, 24-240 at 10 times range, but that's an f4 to f6.3, the only variable aperture in the comparison. And then what we're going to compare them on, the EOS R, their current flagship as of January 2020. And this is the standard, the 24-70 f2.8. So let's go compare them, see how the image quality compares in terms of sharpness, compression, distortion, bokeh, all of that good stuff. And I'm going to give you sample files for each of these so you can see it yourself uncompressed. Link is in the description below. Let's go outside. You want to take this outside?
Sure, let's go.
Take this outside. So first up, we walked to somewhere just nearby the studio to do some shots near a brick wall. Now a straight up brick wall test is kind of boring, so I've got Joe here to liven up the scene, but still you can observe the brick pattern and what's happening with distortion. Now the 24-70 and the 28-70, no big deal, but probably no surprise the 24-105 is introducing obvious distortion, and the 24-240 is really putting a lot in there. FYI, these were all shot at their widest setting and wide open. Next up, we headed to the river to shoot back onto Manhattan. Now the light was changing a little bit, but you can at least see the compression and the kind of results that we're getting here. For the different lenses, I was shooting them at their longest end of their zoom range and the widest they would open up there. So that means that 28-70 was at 70 f2, the 24-70 was at 70 f2.8, the 24-105 was at 105 at f4. And then for the final one, the 24-240, here's what it looks like at 70, but because you can step all that way back and then zoom into 240, you get a really different compression. So whilst the background isn't as blurry, it's a lot less distracting. Outside, we were shooting at the widest and the longest ends wide open to show you what they're doing. Here, I want to step down to 5.6 to show you what they do in this kind of a scenario with controlled light at a more, a stop-down aperture. Basically, you're going to get a better sharpness, contrast, less vignetting, less fringing, all of that when you're at an aperture like f5.6. So we're going to shoot all of them at 70 mils, same lighting setup. Again, these will be available for download so you can see how they're performing at this point in the range. Give me a couple. So here's the images we created. I'll show you the wide and then the 70 mil on each one, all shot at f5.6 at the same settings. Now you can't see the full image quality here on YouTube, so do check out the download link in the description below. I can tell you at 5.6 they're all doing well, but you can absolutely tell the difference between each one. All right, so 2 locations outdoors, the 1 location here indoors. Wide open, stop down, wide end, long end, 70mm. We've compared all 4 of these on the, well, this is actually the RP, but on the R. Check out the link in the description below. You can find all of the specs for each of the different lenses. As I said, it's kind of counterintuitive. The biggest zoom range, the 24 to 240, is the cheapest, it's the lightest, it's got image stabilization, and then you go to like the 28 to 70, it does have the fastest aperture, but it's more than triple the price. It doesn't have image stabilization. And on these small bodies, it's really not that well balanced. So you need to think for yourself, do you need the aperture? Do you need the range? Or do you need it to be portable? At 5.6, they're all looking pretty nice, but wide open, there is obvious differences between them. So check out the full res sample files for yourself. I got there. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you soon.